I'm going to show you step by step how to use CapCut to edit your videos. So I'm just going to go through basics. So this is like for beginners or first time editing or first time creating videos. So let's get on with the tutorial. So here I've got just an old vlog. As you can see here, I've got a long stretch video. Now if you want to split up the video, I would then click the space bar, and the space bar is going to move this across to play the video. And whenever you see a spot that you want to split, so it will split the video into two halves or two parts, that's when you can then click the space bar again to stop it. So I'm just going to click the space bar. Say I just want to cut it there. Say I wanted to cut it there for whatever reason. What I need to do is go over to this symbol here. This symbol means split. So I'm just going to click on this, and this will split my video into two. As you can see, it split it into two. Now, this means that the video now is technically two videos put together because it's been split. So I can actually just grab my cursor on here. If I want to shorten this particular clip, I can then drag it down and it will shorten the clip. That's basically how you kind of chop up the video. It's very simple. You just drag the cursor along. Once you find a part in the video that you want to split, then you literally, all you need to do is go over here and split the video. That's also very good if you say wanted to have music. Say if you wanted to have music or audio in one part of the video but didn't want it in this part of the video, it's then easier to do that once your video is split. Say if you wanted to add, I don't know, any audio. So you go up here to audio. I would advise, if you are uploading to YouTube particularly, I would advise not to use the audios that are actually on CapCut. I think it's probably best to use audios from YouTube audio library and transfer over basically, because you don't want to get any copyright or anything like that. But for the sake of the video, I'm just going to take a track from here. As you can see, some of these are pro, so some of them on here you do need to be a pro member, which obviously you need to pay for, but you can use a lot of the tools on here and you don't have to be a pro member. I'm not a pro member and I still use it for like basic editing. So say if I wanted this one, I would just click onto this, and then all you do is you just drag it down and you want to put it underneath your video. So this then means you have this audio over this section of the video. Obviously you can only have the audio as long as the audio is, but if you wanted to then repeat the audio for the next clip as well, all you have to do is click on it again and then drag it down again, and then that will create, you know, the audio to carry on for your next clip as well. Now if you want to lower the volume, you just go down here and you see this white line here. This is a volume button, so all you need to do, if you want it to be really low, you can just drag it down. That just completely silences the audio, or you can drag it all the way up and that makes the audio really loud. So you can also adjust the volume here right on the clip. Yeah, so it's basically as easy as that. Now let's move on to if you want to add any text. So what I really love about CapCut is there's just so many options of text and text graphics you can use. Obviously some of them are pro, so just be careful if you don't have a pro account. You won't be able to use all of them. But there's so many of them that are good ones, especially if you want to use just very basic text. So I'm just going to choose one now that's not pro. So let's just say, I'm just going to choose this one. So all you need to do is click that, and then you just want to drag it over the top of the clip that you want that to show on, if that makes sense. So if I want that text to appear in this frame, I would need to put this, I would need to put this graphic text and make sure this is over this part of the video. Because then what will happen is you'll have the text over that part of the video. It's as simple as that. When I'm editing, I always make sure I put any of my audios underneath, and any text goes on top of the video. If you wanted to add captions, to your video, I'm gonna just get rid of this. So let's go on to effects actually, as that was the next one. I don't tend to use any of the effects, I'm going to be honest, on CapCut. If you want to, you can. They have loads of different effects you can use, like fading and things like that. Let's just try it out because I haven't actually used it. So I'm just going to pop this at the front of the video just to see how that one looks. Yeah, so it just gives a fade in. So all you have to do is any of the effects that you like the look of, as you scroll down, you just grab it and you just literally place it on top of your video, and then that will be added on to your video clip like that. This is why I really like CapCut, because the ease of it is really, really good, and it's really beginner friendly as well. Okay, so these are all the effects you can use. So I'm going to move over to transitions. So transition, so say if here where I split the clip, if I then wanted to say do like put a like transition on, these are pro, so let me just try and find one that's not. So what you do with this one, instead of like the others, you put the audio underneath or you put the effects or text on the top. With this one, if I was to click one of these transitions, I would just need to bring it down. So where I've made that split in between the two segments, I would then bring the transition down into the center, and then that will create the transition between this clip and this clip. It looks random because I'm just putting it in any random place to show you, but you get the point. So this, any transitions that you use, whether it's a fade, a blur, a swipe, anything like that, needs to be in the gap that you've created between the clips, if that makes sense. Again, they've got loads of good cool transitions you can use on CapCut. A lot of them are free as well. So captions. So here you can use captions for your video, and I think a lot of the time, especially if you're doing a very talky video, it is quite good to use captions on your video, to be honest. It just also will help, a wider audience being able to understand what you're talking about in your video. So it is always good to use captions. Now, you can just literally change these. So you can choose any language that you want to choose for your captions. Mine's obviously on English. And then you can choose bilingual captions, but obviously that is pro, so we won't be using that. So that's basically all you do, and then you just do generate, and then CapCut will automatically generate these captions for you for your video, which is so good. That's literally all you have to do, and they will generate all the captions for your video. You can actually edit these captions if you feel like you need to edit them, but most of the time they're pretty accurate, so you probably won't need to edit them. What's really good about the captions as well is that you can also edit the captions to make it the sort of text that you want to show on your video. So it don't have to be just the standard text that comes. You can change the text to kind of suit your video, which is really cool. So this is just generating the captions. So I'm going to cancel that because it's taken a little bit longer. But anyway, that's the general gist, the captions. And the captions all should come up along there, which then you can click and edit yourself if you need to edit. So filters. I don't really use filters, to be honest, on my videos, to be honest. But yeah, obviously using filters is another option if you want to use filters. And it kind of shifts the saturation or the color, or you change it to black and white, and it has all these options on CapCut that you can use. They have so many options. That's why I really, really like editing on here. So those really are the basics of it. It's pretty self-explanatory. You've just got all of what you need up here. It's got stickers as an option, so you can add stickers to your video. I think it's so good for like a wide range of graphics. And this is why I also love Canva, because Canva is great for creating things like thumbnails or anything that's like a print, or like a leaflet or anything like that. I would advise using Canva. Any type of like graphics for video editing, I would definitely use CapCut over Canva, just because I don't really like doing any sort of video editing as much on Canva as I do on CapCut. I much prefer CapCut. It's a lot easier to use and a lot faster. So I would just probably advise to you download and use CapCut. And also CapCut is really great for like if you do like TikToks or Instagram videos as well. They've got so many graphics. Like for example, these ones, like if you want to put like subscribe at the end of your video, you can literally just search for the stickers. So I can like type in subscribe here, or subscribe YouTube, say, and then it should give you a whole variety of graphics you can use and just basically plug onto your video. So say I wanted to grab this one, I'm just literally going to put it in a random place. Say if I just wanted to grab this one on here, it will then pop that on my video. And then on here, say if obviously you don't want it that massive on the screen, you literally just drag it in the box and you just pop it on your video. So if you just wanted it in the corner, you pop it there and just move it around the screen to what you like. You pop it like that. If you want to adjust the time that that graphic is on the screen, you just, again, like I said with your video clips, is you just put your cursor there and then you literally just drag it up. So say if I wanted it to last all the way through that clip, then you have it all the way through. So it will be on the screen all the way through. So I know a lot of people use that sort of thing if they like put in, I don't know, an Instagram handle or the name of their YouTube channel. Sometimes people will have it like in the corner the whole way through their video or some of the way through their video. So again, that's a really good thing to do. Or to put your like and subscribe at the end of your video. So you can do that. So like the bell button, and you can put subscribe. Like this one, that's really easy. You can just like pop that at the end of your video or during your video. So there's so many, like, as you can see, I've just typed in YouTube subscribe and all of these have come up. So there's definitely something that you will like. There's definitely something that will suit your aesthetic or your videos. So I would highly, highly recommend using CapCut for basic editing. So here we've got voiceover, so you can record from voiceover as well for your video. So you basically just click voiceover, obviously, yeah, so you press allow. Oh, it says voiceover not. So yeah, and then you just record a voiceover if you want to put a voiceover on your video. And it's really cool because then you can do echo reduction, in obviously enhanced video, that's pro, but things like echo reduction, it will just make your voice a lot clearer when it comes out on the video. So it'll just get rid of that echo in your voice. Um, so yeah, really good. This one is for snapping. So if you have audio and you kind of want it to match up with with your clips that you're using, click snapping on, because then what it'll do, it will sort of match up the beat of the audio to what's going on in your video. So it's really important to keep that on if you kind of want that. If you want to make these bigger while you're editing, if you just go over to this one here and drag this along, you can actually make it bigger, especially if you've got really small, or if you have a lot of cuts in your video, like really small short clips. It's sometimes really hard to edit. So if you just want to drag those out, you can literally make that so big. So it's a lot easier to then edit each small clip. These are just basically the things I use personally on my videos. I don't do any, obviously, intricate editing or anything like that, but it's still good to know the basics. You just practice on your videos, practice with different styles of editing, and just kind of find, I guess, what you like and how you like to edit your videos and what's easiest for you. But yeah, guys, that is all I think for today's video. I think I've covered it. Hopefully, I don't want it to seem like I'm stating the obvious, but I guess maybe some people want to kind of just have a little really basic step by step of how to do certain things. So I hope this does help. Let me know in the comments below if it did help you, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. And that's all for my tutorial, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. Leave me a comment if you did find it useful, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I've hit 500 subscribers, which I keep saying because I'm so happy about it. Thank you everyone that subscribed, and if you haven't, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video.